The first awardee is Sister Bhuvana Santhanam, and alumna of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur campus. She went on to do executive education programs in London and also strategic marketing management at Harvard Business School in Boston. With over 20 years of experience in media, brand marketing, communications, corporate social responsibilities, Sister Bhuvana headed corporate communications and CSR at multi-billion dollar retail and hospitality conglomerates in Dubai and a leading image management firm in India thereafter. In 2015, she quit her corporate career and decided to follow her arts calling by joining the continuing mission of her master, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, through the instrumentation of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Currently, she leads the global outreach initiatives of the mission of service and spirituality under the guidance of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. We will now have a short video on Sister Bhuvana.
Sister Bhuvana Santhanam, anything for Swami. This is perhaps the most befitting phrase that encapsulates everything about Sister Bhuvana Santhanam. She's a well-known face in every stomping ground of the current mission of Sai, be it domestic or international. An all-rounder, an event manager, a multitasker who writes, speaks, cooks, coordinates and travels, inspirited to manifest every word and will of the Lord. To be in the physical presence of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, her divine father and mother, Sister Bhuvana did all that she could with all her heart, without a trace of adulteration of any other ambitions or desires. The holidays that she was entitled to as a student at the Anantapur campus of Baba's institution turned into holy days by being with Bhagavan wherever he was, Puttaparthi or Vrindavan. When suddenly one finds the proximity of one's true self reflecting in another form, and he comes and talks to you and guides you, it simply means that the divine romance has begun. And this is what happened with Sister Bhuvana, thus preparing her for a role greater than she would have ever imagined. Baba's words, "I will call you when the time is right. I will send word," kept ringing in her ears, and it seemed like an eternal wait, even when she was busy performing her jet-setting career roles for over 20 years in the fields of media, brand marketing, communications and corporate social responsibility as the head of corporate communications and CSR at a $6 billion retail and hospitality conglomerate in Dubai. Thus, after spending about 15 years in the Gulf, she returned to India, throwing everything else into the Gulf, never to turn back, when the Lord, true to his promise, sent word in December 2010. After Bhagavan's departure from the physical plane in 2011, she heard of Sri Madhusudan Sai through her brother in India and instantly knew that her Lord never went anywhere. In September 2015, the Lord beckoned her to join full-time in his seva as his full-time and trusted sevak, for he knew that she had the grit, the tenderness, the love, the courage, the detachment and the devotion to execute his will. Sri Madhusudan Sai, a source of inspiration in those initial days of working with him for the Lord, traveling with him to about 30 countries, talking and discussing endlessly about Swami, enthused her more and more to keep pace with the Lord, to earn his grace by being humble, yet fearless to do the right things. Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, her dear brother and inspiration then, is today her Guru, God, and all else, to whose divine purpose she owes every minute of her time and energy. The blessed writer that she is, who served the Lord's mission by simply being a channel of his words, has authored about 16 books so far, 9 volumes of Love Beyond Boundaries that chronicles the Lord's mission overseas and the Kodai retreat, and 7 coffee table books. The proud Divine Father once credited her for all her writing by saying, "These books will become the Bible for humanity one day." A loyal servant, a trusted confidant, a real eager weaver, ready to do the Lord's work always. Sister Bhuvana Santhanam drives the global outreach initiatives of the institution, and more than anything, She has been an unassuming witness to the entire unfolding of the panorama of the mission of service and spirituality through Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. The principle of divinity is one and the same, irrespective of the form, name, or attributes, and this principle, once tasted, creates an immense thirst, a kind of thirst which is satisfying in itself, a sweet pain which is worth enduring, for the Lord will never fail to quench this thirst sooner or later. Sister Bhuvana's thirst for the divine has found its fulfillment by being a part of his mission through Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai.
We now request Sister Bhuvana to come and receive the award from Sadhguru and say a few words thereafter. The next illustrious alumnus is Brother Bharat Kumar. Brother Bharat completed his master's. We request Bhuvana, sister, to say a few words.
Truly overwhelmed and express my gratitude to my master, my guru, my God. And just very quickly, many years ago, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba wrote a letter to me, and he said, to be born as the daughter of the divine is something great. He said, a daughter is the true pride of a father. He said, be worthy of it. He said, every second, remember this and be a true reflection of me. He said, be worthy of this honor. So I kept thinking about it again and again. That one line, he said, be worthy of this honor. And that has been my journey over the last many years. Especially the last 10 years, as I've seen this wonderful continuing mission and truly realized the purpose of why we are all here, especially all of us who call ourselves as alumni. So the time is over when we've sat and we've watched. The time is now to jump in. I think, just to sum it up, I'd like to just say one line. I think we've heard from him, we've heard his message, we've spoken much about it, but the time has come to live it. Live that message, live that learning every single moment. Thank you, Sai Ram.